Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to our intro presentation on Find Your Mentor. I'm Lori Falk, and I am the Vice President of Brand and Strategic Influence for Find Your Mentor. And I got to tell you, I'm here not just because of that title, I'm here because this is my passion. This is something I believe in with all my heart and all my soul. I believed in it enough to give up a bulk of my coaching practice so that I could actually bring coaching to more people in the world by assisting Sophia on this. So my why in being here is huge. And I think that this message on the screen sums it up best. Find Your Mentor is a home for mentors and the people meant to find them. That's who we are. That's why we're here. That's why we exist. I had been a coach for, oh my goodness, way too many years, 25 years, not too many. I loved every minute of it. But the biggest problem that I had was getting found. And we as a ecosystem and platform have solved that problem for you. You won't have to worry about AEO, SEO, all the crazy algorithms and things that go on out there. We're taking care of that. So you're not lost, you're becoming, and you're becoming who you are meant to be. That's all you have to do is just be who you're meant to be and let us take care of the rest. And I think on the next slide, we can show you what the actual website looks like. This is the landing page of the website. Find the guidance you need and share the wisdom you carry. Can you even imagine that? I mean, there's so many people in this group that have so much wisdom to share. And all you need to do is put your profile up and Find Your Mentor and be found. Does it get any better than that? I don't think so. So here are the four musketeers who are putting this all together. Sophia Erik, our amazing Chief Executive Officer and founder, Abel Prieto, Chief Global Impact Officer, myself, and then Harry Castaner, our Chief Product Officer. Harry is the whiz kid behind the scenes that took Sophia's dream and made it into a reality. Took her dream and my passion and made it happen. So this is an amazing, incredible team. And I got to tell you, I fell in love with the platform as soon as Sophia presented it to me. But I said yes when I met the team because it would just be insane not to work with these incredible humans. And having them behind it means that this is going to be an ethical AI matching system. This is a place where everything is possible and nothing is impossible. And these are the people making that happen. So you want to be found, right? You want to be discovered. Well, with our AI-powered global directory, that's going to be so easy. You're going to put in all of your information on the platform and you can sign up today for free. And our Polaris AI is going to go in and find the people who are looking for you. Just think about that. No worries. We're going to make sure you get matched with the people who fit exactly what you have to offer. So you just need to show up. And our website is extremely professional. Your mentor page is going to be amazing. You see how some of this looks a little bit down the line here. And you get to grow your community with our Find Your Mentor circles. So you're going to have a mentor profile, and then you're going to have mentor circles. And it's through the circles that you will build a community around your body of work. Often what people do is they set up a free circle and they give a little snippets of all the amazing things that they have to offer. And then they create a paid circle off of that where you can start monetizing that wisdom that you're here to share with the world. It's really incredible. I told you my why at the very beginning. Your why is your core purpose, your belief, your reason for existing. Yes, many of us profit from our why, but it's not what drives us. What drives us is what's in our heart. And for me, I said for decades, everyone needs a coach, but I was just one person. So the reason I felt really good about joining Sophia was that I could take that feeling, that deep inner knowing that I have, that belief that I have that everyone needs a coach, and make sure that everyone could find a coach. That's what this platform is going to do. And your why is so important that I'm going to invite Sophia, our amazing, incredible, whose brainchild this was, to tell us. So, Sophia, let us take a peek into that beautiful heart of yours and share with us, why did you do this? What compelled you to actually come up with this incredible idea for this platform?
Thank you, Lori. Speaking of why, our why is so incredibly important. It's what gets us up in the morning and it connects us to our purpose and it motivates us when we're down. It pulls us back up. So my vision was to create a platform that helps everybody stay connected to their why. And if they want to discover their why, then this is the place to start. And I said, we need to create a platform that supports everybody's hero's journey. Our personal why is and purpose is extremely important. And for me, it started off with meeting the right people at the right time, feeling very fortunate and very lucky about that because it helped me get to the next level when I felt lost or entangled or just not being able to see what I needed to see, like have that eagle eye perspective. And I wouldn't be who I am today, doing what I am today if it hadn't been for amazing people, other mentors who had mentored me. And so the deeper I dove into that area, the more I realized, well, where do you actually go to find somebody? And what is there a place I can find some, like I can find people intentionally and maybe somewhere that understands who I am? And there wasn't. And so my journey started 2009 with creating intentional ethical software. Ethical AI, ethical software means it's non Deborah's coming in, non negatively manipulative. I know these words are heavy, but it's really important because when we software creators create something, the intention is what makes the difference. And I didn't create this for myself. I didn't create it for the money. I created it for the purpose of touching the hearts and souls of at least 1 billion people in the world. And that's why it's global and it solves so many important challenges that mentors have and finders. So we're going to take you on this journey. We're going to introduce you to Find Your Mentor and how it can serve you. So yeah, get really excited because this is something that's going to bring a lot of value to your life. And we're really excited to go on this journey with you. And I actually have a lot of whys. My main why is really to make this as serving as possible for the purpose that you feel accompanied, supported, and also properly served in your mission in life to help other people grow. And that's really what we're here for. Okay. So the main challenge that we see mentors having, coaches, is that we have a world full of challenges. First of all, what we've solved really well in the world is the fact that we have access to knowledge. We don't have to figure that out anymore. We have access to so much. But what's really difficult is access to the right kind of knowledge. And that's where the challenge begins. It's the guidance into the system of knowledge, of data entanglement. I kid you not. I go onto Instagram and even though I know this, I go onto Instagram and I'm looking for something. And 1.5 minutes later, I'm like, wasn't I looking for something? Where am I? And I'm stuck on a reel. I'm like, oh yeah, I was looking for something. These platforms are designed to distract you. That's why that's why it happens, because psychologically the platforms are not there to support you on your mission. They're to support their mission, and they want you to come on their journey to look at what they want you to look at because they're getting money for it. And that's the whole dilemma. I call it a social media dilemma. And it's also a human potential dilemma. And so we said we want to help human beings stay on track, stay true to their North Star, to their purpose, to where it is that they're headed. We don't want to distract you. We want to help you stay focused, committed, and understand how to get from this level to the next, to the next, to the next, and then help grow with you. And that's really what we're here to do. So we want to unstick everybody from that problem and help you get aligned. And this is really what we're facing is this was what I was just describing with Instagram, even though I love these platforms and they have their purpose. That being said, if you're on a mission to accomplish something, it's not easy because they really are designed to distract you, as I said. So mentors struggle to be seen, finders struggle to be found. We have deep dived and we've done so much research. It's actually pretty incredible. We have been planning this platform for over 8 years, and we're finally at a point where we have not only planned the architecture, we've built it, we've designed it. It looks amazing. We're ready. It's here to serve you. So we're really excited. But we're also very aware that the world is somewhat stuck right now with this dilemma. And so we're on a big mission to inform the world and impact the world in a positive way with what we have to offer. So we're very excited about that. So speaking about challenges, we've identified the main things that keep you from reaching more people, from having more impact, from being able to help and heal and serve and help people thrive and live a better life. Those things are, Lori mentioned it at the very beginning: marketing, visibility, sales, technology, monetization, all those tech tools. These are the things that are holding you back from actually living out your purpose because you're really busy with SEO and artificial engine optimization. Where do I find the next client? And is that next client the right fit for me? So he said, modern technology is at a point where it can do all the heavy lifting for us. Why don't we make use of it in a proper, ethical, and serving way? And that's what we did. So these are really the areas that we've identified and solved. And we didn't just build another platform. We didn't just build and create ethical software and make it look pretty. We actually realized something in the process of building this, which was we're specialized on something very, very specific. We're now able, with Find Your Mentor, to identify and understand the user fundamentally. This is a game changer. This is something completely different. We've reversed engineered how we approach the user in, first of all, seeing every user as completely individual, like your thumbprint. That's how unique you are. And in understanding who are you, why are you here, what makes you you, we're now able to really understand what and who serves you best. That's what Find Your Mentor is specialized on. And it makes all the difference because now we're not saying we have a solution and you please fit our solution, take it or leave it. We're like, no, it's the other way around. We're the stage and we understand who you are. We ask questions. And based on the information we have from you that you want to give us, we're now able to say, oh, now we know what you need. And so that's why we call it, we built the missing layer, and understanding that, first of all and foremost, it's about you. And once we understand you, then we can say, now we can cater properly to your needs. We're not bombarding you with advertisement. There's no advertisement on the platform. And so
Oh, there he is.
the engine in and around the platform, Lori can say, so wait, Lori or Abel both. So we thought a lot about how do we design our AI that is, by the way, serving the purpose of helping to better understand processes, is not missing anything, so that we just are better at serving. Let's put it that way. So we said, okay, how can we humanize our technology in a way where it just doesn't, it just feels organic. It doesn't feel, I don't like things that feel artificial. That's just me personally. And I'm like, technology is so formable. It's so immensely, there are no limits to what you can create. And I was like, why don't we humanize it? Because that's really what I want. And if you want to talk to me about the future of technology and AI, organic technology, I'm all for it. I can go down so many rabbit holes with what I've researched and what I believe where we're headed. We're headed in a really good direction, even though a lot of people think that, you know, there's dangers. Yes, there is, but not if you really understand what you're dealing with. And for me, I'm very, very excited about technology, and I believe it can serve us if we deal with it in the right way. And so from our side, we'd like to introduce Polaris to you. As Polaris is the North Star. He is the archivist, the one who understands what's in the directory, in the database, doesn't miss anything. If you have questions, he answers them. He's always there, always attentive, never replacing a human being, only serving. And so,
And he's taken. Just
yes, he's
saying.
Lori's boyfriend. So, so yeah, we're really excited. Um, okay, so um, after all of the research we did in understanding what the challenges are for mentors, we said, okay, when we take all of that away from mentors, all of the heavy lifting, all of the things that are challenging and distract you from what you're actually meant to do, what are the things that mentors should be focused on? And our research led us surprisingly to two very important things. And I would love to hear feedback from you, like even in the chat. Do you agree with this? And the two things are sharing what you know, which is you helping others heal and grow and improve their lives. And the other thing is you focusing on improving your life, because only if you know, like, oh, only if you're in a good place can you help others be in a good place too. Those are the two, essentially the two only things that you need to focus on.
Can you even imagine that though? I mean,
Yeah.
seriously, I have two killer websites out there. I swear no one ever finds them. If they do, I'm certainly not getting much business off of them. And I have to worry about, or had to, I should say, as I was in my coaching practice, I had to worry about how to market. I had to worry about the SEO, the AEO. Actually, it wasn't AEO back then, but no, it's okay. It's new now. I would have to. And then, not just close the sale, but how do you want to get paid? Do you want to use PayPal? Do you want to use Zelle? Do you want to use Venmo? I mean, all these different platforms. And then you got your accounting is totally wackadoodle because it's everywhere, except when you're on Find Your Mentor, all that's taken care of for you. I'm telling you, it's going to be the best thing that ever happened to you.
Lori, please explain this slide, because I find your explanation so beautiful. You're really the best person, because we've encountered this question a couple times before, where somebody ran up against the word mentor, And it's an umbrella term, but I would love, Lori, for you to explain how you see this term, because I
Well,
think it's so important.
it is, Sophia. And often, people think, who's a mentor? Oh, well, a coach, a life coach, a business coach, an author, an expert. But it could be a health and wellness practitioner. It could be a spiritual teacher. It could be a shaman. It could be someone who's actually lived through a serious illness, who learned how to heal themselves holistically, who wants to share that with the world. Because wisdom doesn't only come from credentials. Sometimes it comes from having walked the path before someone else. So
Exactly.
everyone, we invite everyone to join us here. Certainly, we have the authors from the book that Sophia and I are just in called We Are Quantum. All of those authors are joining our community. And so there'll be lots of authors out there. But we also have people who are cancer survivors. We have people who are, single parents who are showing how to do that. And I think another woman is going to be talking about how to survive divorce and create your life over again. So those aren't things you go out
Mm.
and get degrees in, but they certainly are valuable wisdom that people need. So,
Also, this platform is intelligently designed to pick up everybody at the beginning of their mentor path. So if you're just dipping your toe in the water and you're not sure yet how you want to share your knowledge and if you want to monetize it, and also very seasoned, successful experts who already have a large community. So we're not specifically designed for one size or one type of mentor. It's up to you how you want to start your journey, and we adapt. That's also very, very good to know. So, Mr. Abel Prieto, who's here, this is his profile. So we're just going to showcase a little bit what it looks like when you're on the platform. When you've set up your own profile, by the way, this is a free profile. Both the mentor profile and the mentor academy come free for life and Find Your Mentor, because our philosophy is we think knowledge should be at its basic, at its minimum, freely accessible. So if everybody's free to share any kind of wisdom for free. Obviously, we can't live on hot air. So you're going to want to monetize, but what you want to monetize and how and for what price, that's up to you. But we are offering a starting point for everybody to dip their toe in the water and then grow with you. That's our principle. As you grow, we grow. So the mentor profile is a fantastic profile that showcases you professionally, and you can take it as a profile that you share with on social media, in your emails, in your signature. We also have a mentor webpage, but that's an add-on. Right now, the mentor profile is where I would recommend everybody start. And with that comes the Mentor Academy, which is your command center with which you manage and direct your mentor business, whatever and however that may be. So you can kind of see some stats here. It's really fun. Here's a menu. You have a library studio. There's so much in here, packed into here of value that will serve your mentor business. And it's a really good idea to just take time when you register to look through it and get accustomed, because it is a whole new world that opens up. And it's like, wow, why didn't we ever have access to this data? Why? And that's what I was thinking. I was like, why, if we have access to the data, why don't we give it to you? I was like, that makes sense, right? So yeah. And this is just the beginning. So this is the mentor profile. It's really your identity on Find Your Mentor. So everything you add to your mentor profile is the front-facing version of what people see when they come visit the profile, so they better understand what you have to offer. But all of that information also is accessible for the database so that Polaris can go match you with finders looking for what you have, and Polaris knows exactly who's a good fit and can match the right mentors and finders together. So let's go. So the Mentor Academy, I just explained that. I don't have to go into too much detail right now because it's a very it's packed. I can say that much. And then there's the Mentor website. That is an add-on that you can do upgrades with your mentor profile depending on your needs. And then there are the mentor circles. And this is where Lori said at the beginning, you can build your community within Find Your Mentor. And you can start for free. You can start off with a tiny circle, even if you just want to do a cohort with 10 people, and you can do it with 1,000 people. We have no limits to the amount of users to the amount of members you want to invite. And this is also upgradable to a version where now we take over the heavy lifting of the membership pricing, and you decide how much, and you basically just take care of your community. And here again, really important, Polaris steps in. Not only will Polaris help you in managing your circle, but it'll give you reminders as to there's a member that came in 3 days ago and hasn't been greeted yet. So the things that fall off the table. And when we were doing studies about communities, we realized one important thing, which was when people leave a community or a group, they never leave a message and tell you why. They're just gone. But there are silent indicators why that person left. And that's what AI can catch and tell you about. So we have something built into the circle. It's called Circle Health. And in that health area, you will get all the stats and all of the information that you need to better manage your circle. So now you can't miss anything anymore. You're going to become the perfect, the best community leader. I have managed. Right now I'm currently managing a big group of 57 people, 57,000 people, and it's kind of several groups on Facebook actually. We're starting to manage them here in Find Your Mentor because these circles are fresh, and I'm like, oh, now I can do it, and I'm not going to miss anything anymore.
Right.
But it's a lot of heavy lifting. You need so much help to not miss things. And now with the help of Polaris, I'm going to have my members are going to be so much more happier and happy. Anyway, I don't want to dwell on this too long, but what you're going to see when you create your first circle is, first of all, it looks amazing, which is very important. You want to look your best, look professional, but it has all of the information when you scroll down in and around the circle that is interesting for users to realize, oh, this is a good match for me. And there's a button that you can click and it says, ask Polaris why the circle is such a good match for me. So you can even go into a conversation with Polaris and ask questions about the circle. It's absolutely fantastic.
My boyfriend's very friendly.
Yeah. So then we continue on to the Finder profile. I just want to take you back a step. Take you back to when you were born and you started on your life journey, on your hero's journey. You were in mini format, but you started off as a finder. You didn't start off as an expert at anything yet. And so that's the principle of Find Your Mentor. And also please understand that there's a fundamental, really important thing to understand about how we develop. So long story short, what I realized is when I go online, I feel kind of different than when I'm offline. And I studied that and I realized it's because the algorithms are not the way we naturally interact and communicate. And I was like, there's a discrepancy. And so that's why we decided this platform is conducive. It's coherent with how we humans function naturally. interact and communicate. So you start off with a finder profile. Your account has both. Start off with a finder profile, and then you activate your mentor profile if you choose so. So you have both. How you use them, how you populate them, what you add to your profiles, that's up to you. So the finder profile right now is private and the mentor profile is public. And with the finder profile, you also have access to a personal academy, which tracks your personal growth journey, which is very exciting. Okay. You can tell
And
there's a lot packed into here. Yes.
there is. Can I just add something? This is a really important point that you just made. The Finder profiles are hidden. That means you don't have to worry about bringing your network onto our platform and having other people steal your clients. They can't see them.
True.
Only Polaris could match them, but only if there's a specific match because the person is looking for something specific. So your people are protected. And I think that's important as a mentor to know.
Yeah, true. I never thought about it like that, but you're right. Absolutely. Um, so the mentor website is very advantageous. We've done some studies and we found out that about 80% of online coaches have a broken or no website. And so we said, well, that's easy to fix. We're sitting on the data anyway. Why don't we turn that beautiful data of yours into a beautiful presentation website that is not a Find Your Mentor presentation website, but it literally looks like a landing page about you. And you decide what you put on it. And you can take it as a website, you can share it, and it is connected to your mentor profile. So first step, mentor profile, second step, mentor website. But the upgrade is worth it. And we've put a lot of thought into how it works and how it serves you. So it really looks like a, a standalone website, even though it's connected, the data is connected to Find Your Mentor. So a lot of advantages. I mean, I don't have to probably tell any of you what it costs, how much energy and time and money goes into developing a website. And so we said, okay, we're going to offer this upgrade at a specific price that is very friendly, and everything is handled for you. All you need to do is decide what goes onto the website. And the advantage is also that anybody that comes onto the website can find not only your information that you decide to put onto it, but you can also add any other websites you have, YouTube channels, even LinkedIn. You can add, let's say, Amazon product links, and you're bookable. There's a booking system connected to this. So somebody visiting your website can directly click on the booking link and will be redirected to your mentor profile and can send you a booking request that you decide if you want to react to. So that's up to you. So this is what we're offering the upgrade for. This is the optional upgrade of the mentor website. We have a lot of different kind of upgrades. The cool thing is you get to decide what do you need, when do you need it, and then you can make that decision on at your own timing. But it'll save you a lot of money, and it's really worth it. We have something here that we have not added today because we literally just launched it, and those are product pages. But that would probably that would probably be a lot today if we add that. But that is something that I could maybe at the end I could just do a quick screen share and show you what that looks like. We have a great example. Do you have a book? Do you have a course? Do you have anything? You can actually present that on a page that is connected to your profile, connected to your circle, and you can take as a single link and you can share with anybody. And that way they can get excited about what it is that you're offering and then come and explore your profile and then maybe book you.
And purchase the product right there.
Yes. Oh, yes, exactly. Circles. I would love for Abel is our chief impact, global chief, global, no, sorry, chief global impact officer. And there's this, there's a specific reason for that. He is right now actively leading probably over, and sorry if I'm wrong, Abel, I think over 60,000 people right now, um, in your community that you're actively guiding, globally in all countries of the world represented. Abel, would you? I would love for you to introduce yourself and to share like um, how impactful you see circles.
Thank you, Sophia. Thanks a lot. Thank you for that beautiful title. And basically, the reason I'm here is because I met Sophia about, 12, 13 years ago. We were involved in another project together. And she came to me about a year and a half ago with the Find Your Mentor concept. And I fell in love with it right away. I fell in love with it from day one. But one thing that's within everything that Sophia has shown you today that I really fell in love with was this circles concept. And I think this is revolutionary. I think the way we're doing this and how you can use this to help grow your brand, your business, whether it's coaching or anything you do as a mentor, this alone, I mean, take away everything else Find Your Mentor does, and it does a lot, and it'll continue to get better and to improve and to evolve. And Sophia's heading that up, and she's our fearless leader. Uh, this girl's a beast. I know she comes across as, a little quiet and shy, but behind the scenes, man, she is like, we call her the Wizard of Oz. And she's the perfect CEO for what we're accomplishing at Find Your Mentor. But the circles concept is so cool. The fact that you can build your circles, build your communities, and make money on building your community. So by helping us grow our community, you build your community and you make money by helping yourself and us grow our community. So I think that's such a cool concept. We'll explain it to you, not in every detail, but we'll give you an overall view. But what I love to do is I love helping people become successful. I love helping people make money. And I've been an entrepreneur now for 29 years. I became an entrepreneur at the age of 20. I'm 49 now. Thank you. I know I don't look it. I appreciate it. And Lori, you need to stop talking so much about Polaris. I'm starting to get a little jealous, okay? But that's fine. I'm going to let it go for now. But if you go overboard, we're going to have a conversation, Lori. I'm just kidding. But I've been an entrepreneur for 29 years. I haven't had a job for 29 years. I haven't had a boss, a set schedule for 29 years. So I know how to be an entrepreneur because I've made all the mistakes. But one of the things that helped me become a successful entrepreneur, and Sophia kind of touched on that. I'm in network marketing. I'm in direct sales. I'm very good at building teams and building networks. Right now, I have about 40,000 partners in my organization, 40,000 reps, and about 60,000 customers, what we call members. I'm in the travel space. We have a travel website. My team did 132 million a year last year. We did 132 million in sales. Not the company. The company did 350 million in sales. My team is about a third of that, really closer to half when you take other things into consideration. Right now, we're doing about 12 million a month in sales. I've helped develop many, 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 many successful people in my world, in the world of business, in the world of entrepreneurship. And people ask me all the time, Abel, what do you do? I help people succeed. I help people make money. So my question to you is, feel free to answer in the chat or open up your mic, is, are you okay with that? Would you like to succeed? Are you okay with success? Are you okay with making money? Because if you would like to make more of it by helping more people, if you'd like to succeed more by helping more people succeed, then you and I are going to get along. See, because I'm that guy. And that's why I'm here, because Sophia says, we want you to help us grow this. We want you to help us get it out there. You've built a global business. This is the third startup that I've been involved in, and it's the one that I'm most excited about. And Circles is really something that is going to help you do that, become more successful and make more money by helping other people become more successful. And one thing before I get into circles, the reason I was able to achieve some levels of success, and I'm nowhere near done. I've still got more to go. There are people that are way more successful than me, and that's fine. But the success that I've been able to achieve was because I had a mentor, because I had the perfect person. I was like Sophia. I got lucky. I got lucky with the perfect mentor who became my coach, my big brother in the world of business. And he showed me where the landmines were. He showed me, the mistakes that he had made, and I learned from his mistakes. So that's a cool thing about what we're doing at Find Your Mentor. We're bringing those two groups of people together. Finders, people that need mentorship, they need coaching, and there's a lot of them out there. And mentors, you've got something to offer, something that can help people with. And the best way to do that is at Find Your Mentor. The best way to do that is through circles. So let's get into it a little bit. Next slide, Sophia. The cool thing about circles is that you can have your own mentor circle. Imagine it like having your own community, your own group that you can build within Find Your Mentor. Where do these people come from? Well, they come from Polaris, because Polaris can recommend people to you in your circle based on the right connections, right? Based on the right parameters. They come from other people in the community, whether it's through Polaris or people just looking for you, and other ways that we're able to do that. Or you can bring your communities from outside of Find Your Mentor. You can let other people know about Find Your Mentor. Oh, and by the way, we're going to pay you to do that. We're going to incentivize you to help us grow our community by you helping yourself grow your community. So that's what's called a mentor circle. Next slide. And in the mentor circle, that's where finders find the right mentors, have real conversations, and experience personal growth. Do you believe that people want that nowadays? Of course they do. That's what people want. People are looking for mentors, for coaches, just like I was, just like Sophia was, just like Lori was, and then became a mentor and a coach herself. So that's what happens in a mentor circle. You bring finders into your circle and you start having those real connections, those real conversations, so that they can experience personal growth. What do you got as a mentor? If you are a mentor, and chances are, if you're here, you are, well, you get to monetize your knowledge. You get to monetize your business in an organized fashion where Find Your Mentor keeps it all organized for you. You get to grow your community. You get to share your wisdom. Isn't that what you want to do? Well, Find Your Mentor is probably, as far as all the research that we've done, and Sophia's done a lot of it, it's probably the only place that exists that you're going to be able to do that the right way, the ethical way, and the best way. So that's a mentor circle. Next slide. So there's two types of mentor circles. You can have a free circle or you can have a paid circle. So in your free circle, that's how you can attract a lot of people to your message, to your mentorship, and you give them access to some of your knowledge, and you create a circle. Kind of like a funnel, but you don't have to be a funnel expert. It's just you create a circle and you put free advice in there, free knowledge, things of value. You can have a free circle. And then once you build that circle, you can bring them over to your paid circle. And we'll show you how you can make money with paid circles. This is really cool. Or sometimes maybe you're looking at this and you're saying, Abel, look, I already have a community. I have followers. I have people on my website. I've got people in groups in Facebook. I've got people in other places of the world, in the digital world, where I, I have them already. They already believe in me. I can monetize my business, my coaching from day one and Find Your Mentor. Then you can skip the free circle part. You can go straight to a paid circle and then start creating real transformation. Do you guys understand how that works? So you can start with a paid circle, transfer people to a paid, with a free, then transfer to a paid, or you can go straight to a paid circle. Let me show you how that works. This is so cool, Sophia. I love circles. Can you tell? I'm like, I want to build my circle as big as possible. So what's cool about Find Your Mentor is that, one, it's a freemium service, right? You can come in and stay free forever, or you can upgrade to what we call our Circle Upgrade Starter Plan for only $7 a month. And you can then start monetizing that circle. So if you want to stay with free circles, if you're a mentor, then you could do that. But as soon as you decide, hey, I'm building my community is growing, or I brought a bunch of people, I want to monetize this circle. I want to charge people for example, a monthly amount to be a part of my community and my circle, and you want to start monetizing it, then there's where you're gonna want to upgrade. There's a $7 a month plan and a $97 a month plan. What's the difference? First of all, you can have as many circles as you want. So if you offer different types of advice, different types of products, or different types of services, you can have different circles. We don't limit that, which is amazing. And you can have as many people as you want in each circle. But the moment you want to monetize it, you're going to want to go to a paid circle, $7 or $97. The difference between one and the other is the transaction fees that we're going to go ahead and charge for you to do every one of those transactions within the circle. That's right, Sophia. That's basically it, more or less the way it works.
Exactly. Yep.
So as a mentor, you're going to be able to know when to be in the $7 plan and when would it make sense to be in the $97 plan. It's very flexible, very user-friendly. You make that decision. You're in charge. You're the boss. Next slide. All right. So it's simple. Pricing times members equals everything. Pricing times members equals money. Pricing times members equals money in your pocket, in your bank account. And I'm assuming if you're here, chances are you want to make money. You want to monetize your knowledge. You want to monetize your coaching. Well, what Sophia and us are creating is the perfect place for you to be able to do that. That perfect place is called Find Your Mentor. So for example, you got 50 people in a circle, 50 finders in your community, in your circle, and you're charging $10 a month to be a part of your circle. That's $500. That's an extra $500 that you're making with your Find Your Mentor business. If you got 100 people in your circle and you're charging them $27 a month to be a part of your circle, that's $2,700 a month. I mean, in some places, that's like the equivalent of a full-time job after taxes, right? That's pretty good. Just 100 people at 27 bucks. What happens if you start scaling? What happens if you start growing your community? What happens if you start connecting with more people that Polaris starts sending you? What happens if you start connecting with more people that are part of the Find Your Mentor community? What happens if you bring in more people that are right now just out there in the ether or in Facebook groups that's not meant to monetize your knowledge, and you bring a bunch of those people and a bunch of us keep bringing more people into Find Your Mentor? Then guess what? Your circle has a really good chance of growing. So if you got 500 people in your circle at $97, because now you're rocking and rolling, you've got great information, you've got courses, you've got videos, you've got whatever it is that you got, you're making $48,500 a month. And I know it's a big number, but I want you to think big. You see, one of the key ingredients to becoming successful in business, to becoming a successful entrepreneur is we want you to think big. At Find Your Mentor, we want you to think big and think, wow, what's possible here? Well, we're creating that ecosystem for that to be able to happen for you. Of course, it's going to take some time. Of course, it's going to take some work. Of course, it's going to take some effort on your side. But we're going to back you up. We're going to give you the backing that you need to make sure that happens for you. Why? Because if you make money, we make money. If you become successful, you keep referring more people to Find Your Mentor. The more help we give you, the better you become, the more successful you become, the better it is for everyone. It's a win-win situation. So those are pretty cool monthly earnings. Next slide. So with online communities, you have a lot of earnings potential. I don't know if you've realized this, but paid online communities is where the industry is headed. If you look at solid performers, we did the studies, we studied the numbers. Solid performers that get good at creating online communities, but nothing like Find Your Mentor. This is a game changer. They make between $3,000 to $10,000 per month. Advanced performers, they're making between $10,000 and $50,000 per month building paid online communities. And that's what you're going to be able to do at Find Your Mentor. Now, you don't have to do that. You can stay free forever. You can offer your services for free. Maybe you just want to help people. Maybe you don't want to monetize it, right? For whatever reason. Maybe you're already rich. Maybe you're super wealthy. Maybe you don't need the money. Whatever it is, give me the money. I'll take it. But whatever's your case, maybe you're more of a giver that says, man, I just want to help people, you could do that. But if you want to make money, if you want to monetize, the opportunity is there. Next slide. Now, this is what gets me, okay, this gets me a little more excited than circles, just a little bit more, okay? Okay, it's a tie. It's a tie between circles and the founding membership account. Wendy, you with me? Wendy, you with us? All right. Wendy, you paying attention? You listening to me?
My screen froze for a second.
All right.
Yeah.
I thought I was looking at a
No,
picture of Wendy.
yeah, no, I'm listening. I'm just
All right.
getting a little sleepy, but that's my
Oh,
fault.
thank you, Wendy. I'm glad my presentation is exciting you. I appreciate that. All right. So, Brenda, you getting sleepy too? Am I making you sleepy? Yeah, I got some Cuban coffee here. I'm Cuban. I was born in Cuba, grew up in Miami. I got some Cuban coffee. It'll wake you right up. All right. So the founding membership account, this is really cool. And Sophia, I don't know. I'd rather you and Lori talk about this because you guys have really what you guys have done here is so cool.
Oh, absolutely. So the founding membership is our gift to the growing community. So it's a very exclusive, very short-term form of membership. It's a lifetime membership that we're offering, and did a lot of back and forth of how to what to ask for this founding membership, because we're gifting you not just a lifetime membership, but everything that we ever develop and Find Your Mentor ever is included. So
And it's a lot.
it's a big deal. And we're never going to stop developing. So all of the features that we are creating that will serve you in the future are included automatically, from the web page to I mean, if we do the math on all of the added value of this membership, we could probably go up to like 50,000, because that's how much it costs as a coach, as a mentor, to run an online business. And you get this in your pocket with the founding membership. So we're just going to share what's in it and what you get for this founding membership. So it's a once in a lifetime position, and what it entails is, first of all, lifetime access, no renewals. It has a built-in, much more lucrative affiliate system, which means we're not a network marketing company, but we do reward you if you help us grow. So that means that by telling people that, by sharing what you do, basically, in Find Your Mentor, and people join the platform and upgrade, whatever it is that they choose to do, we will reward you to a certain percentage for that. So let me get this out of the way. So the founding member status is something that you also get. It's a recognition badge on your profile forever. People will know, okay, you're one of those founding members. This is also very restricted to a certain amount of founding members. We're not going to do this for a very long time. And it's really the early adopter legacy that you're showcasing on the outside. So it's just VIP access basically to everything that we're going to develop, because features that we create, we're going to give you access to them first. And we also really value your feedback. We'll really want to work closely with you, to the extent that you have time and want to. Just give us feedback and say, I like that, or this could be optimized. So we're doing regular founding member calls where we're really boosting you a little bit more than the average member. So you're going to get more commitment and direct one-on-one time with us, where we help you with branding and questions and tech, and how can we just help you boost your business. So we Yeah, we went back and forth a long time about what do we ask for this membership? So it's everything you've seen, everything we're going to build and we have built, and it's yours for life. Okay, so here we go. We did math on just the basics of what it would cost as a mentor, as a coach to build your business. Um, let's just, for example, the web page that we're offering, you just do the math of what it costs, including a circle upgrade for 12 months. It's 1,400 approximately. And you're not going to probably do your business like for the next 1 year. You're going to do it for the next couple of years. You're going to want to scale and grow, et cetera, et cetera. And that's just two of the features that we have. And we already have we have already like a toolbox of tools that we have for you. And so we said, okay, we're going to reduce the price down to 2,997. We said, we're new on the market. We know our value, but we really value members coming in that early and trusting us. We understand what it means to join a platform that is new. And so we said, this is a win-win. So that's why we said we're going to reduce the price down to this. And yeah, we think it's a very, very fair price. But then, well,
But wait, there's more.
yeah, well, so after we made that decision, we kind of made further decisions, and we were like, well, actually, right, Lori, we're like, why don't we get a little more friendly? Because, and I think it's due to the fact that we're so excited and we want to give this opportunity to as many people as possible. There are a lot of really, really valuable coaches out there. I don't know if you remember me mentioning 80% of the coaches, online coaches, have a broken or no website. That's the equivalent of coaches in the world who are struggling financially because they can't live off of being who they want to be, because they're struggling with having to build a website, to be seen, to be found, to find the right mentee, like all of those things that are very challenging that you saw on those slides that look so somber. And so we said, we just want to reduce the price even lower, so that we give as many coaches as possible the opportunity to join. So we said, we're going to go down even further. And that's the lowest we can go, and this is only during the beta launch, because we're in the beta launch right now. So we said, okay, let's reduce even further to 1,497. There is an opportunity to say you can slice it up into not just one payment. If you want to do it in installments, that's fine for us. We can arrange that. So this is the founding member. We're honored. We are very excited to present this, and we already have founding members who've joined, and we're working with them. So we have ongoing calls every second Monday where you're live talking to us about what really matters to you. And that's very exciting.
And at 1497, it's essentially what it would cost for a mentor website and a paid circle at $97. And you're only paying it once. So it would be 1488 a year if you continue to make those payments, and you're going to pay it once and one and done. So it's really economical.
Well, you are with us, the first wave, entering Find Your Mentor, entering the world, taking advantage of Find Your Mentor. And we have done a lot of, just in the past, I would say 2 weeks, 3 weeks. If you've been on the platform before, you've probably noticed a huge upgrade in our mentor profiles and what we look like. So we're now really in a position to scale. We have people reaching out from several continents. It's really, really fascinating to see who's approaching us right now. And yeah, we're excited. Okay, so just a little note on the affiliate membership. As a normal user of Find Your Mentor. The commission it's 2 levels. If you invite somebody and they upgrade whatever they do, it's 10%, and on the second level, it's 5%. Anybody who's familiar with affiliate business, it's a referral business. That means that when you invite somebody and they purchase something on the site, you get a thank you commission. And then as a founding member, it doubles. So it's really fantastic. And what is commissioned? Well, everything basically. Everything that we develop that is upgradable as a subscription, you get to participate in with commissions. That's pretty awesome.
Right. And if you think about it, if you're a founding member and you refer 5 founding members at 20% interest, your entire founding membership will have been essentially paid for.
Yeah, very true. Thank you, Lori.
20% commission, 20% commission.
Commissioned.
Right.
Yeah. Yes. So that was it for today. Where's it here? Q&A. It could be 11 minutes. It could be 9 minutes. I'd like